the Cain Velasquez case went to sentencing today, and more than half of the MMA community, based off what I've seen, thinks that the judge got it wrong. We're going to get into that today, and we're going to have a little discussion about it. But guys, before we do, hit that like button. It helps the channel out immensely. Hit the sub button. Thank you guys for that. If it was me on the other end, I'd do it for you, right? So that being said, let's talk about it. Let's get into it. So Cain Velasquez, MMA legend. We all know him for, being the first Mexican-American heavyweight champ. We know him for, being a tough guy. We know him for all these different things that he's achieved throughout his life. However, about 3 years ago, and this case has been ongoing this entire time, about 3 years ago, he had an incident where there was this person that he thought that he had caught in the middle of doing something inappropriate with his 4-year-old nephew, I think it is. And I don't remember if it was nephew or son. I think it was nephew. If it's nephew, go ahead and comment that down below. But anyways, he chased this man. This man got on a vehicle. In that vehicle, the man who he alleged was doing this stuff with the 4-year-old, a relative of his, took off in a truck. Cain then grabs his 40, gets in his truck, starts chasing the guy down, starts blasting out of the windshield, right? I mean, any parent who or a family member who would be in this situation catches something happening to a 4-year-old. I mean, I can't imagine the rage that would happen, right? I mean, I have a 9-year-old, and I would be, and I hate to say the quote that we all make fun, but man, I would be seeing red, right? I mean, my goodness, right? So Cain tries to chase him down. He's shooting at the truck. He doesn't hit the guy. He hits the guy's family member who happened to be in the truck prior to this man taking off, the alleged man that did this thing with the family member of Cain. So because of this, he got charges on him like attempted murder, shooting a gun like within city limits, and all these other charges, right? Which partially is why this case has taken 3 years to get here. However, we got sentencing today, and let me show you guys what we're working with here. So I'm sorry about that. As you guys can see, I mean, look at the sentencing on here, right? So this just in, the judge sentenced Cain Velasquez to 5 years in prison for hunting down and firing at a man who allegedly hit his 4-year-old son at a daycare. In 2022, Velasquez got in a high-speed 11-mile chase with the accused Harry. I don't want to say his whole name, right? Just in case, right? You never know, right? After finding out about the allegations. So, again, what a giant thing to accidentally run into, and then going on, especially in all this stuff that we have going on in the world. I mean, at the Super Bowl today, or Super Bowl today, not today, but the Super Bowl earlier, we had a guy sing, a song about somebody else being accused of, whatever, what was the lyrics, a minor, right? So there's all these things going on in the world. Look at what's going on with Diddy, right? All these different things. And in the midst of all that, this is what's going on, right? With the sentencing with Cain Velasquez. Now, the only thing that I think is a little bit of difference, and let me see if I can go ahead and play this for you guys here. But the only thing that I think made a difference
5 years in
this
prison,
case
that's
is the fact that he was given credit for his time served. So he had served something like 1,200 days of both while he was in jail before the sentencing, and also when he was on house arrest. So let me play this for you guys. Let's check this out together.
UFC champion Cain Velasquez after the fighter pleaded no contest to attempted murder and other charges. His lawyer asked the judge to release him on probation, but now expects Velasquez will ultimately serve 1 year in prison after getting credit for time served in jail and in home.
So you guys heard it yourself. He got credit for time served. So he's going to end up serving about a year. It could be maybe less with good behavior. However, what do you guys think? Do you think that given the circumstances and now let me rewind a little bit. The guy who was accused of this stuff hasn't had his day in court, right? So in the United States, everybody's innocent until proven guilty. The guy's pleading not guilty to what he's being accused of. However, he's got a court date in June. I think it's June 2nd, if I'm not mistaken. So there could be changes to how we feel about this come June. But given the circumstances, what do you guys think? Do you guys comment down below if you guys think that the judge went still too heavy for Cain, right? In my opinion, it's one of those crimes where you have to put yourself in the shoes of a parent. You have to say, what would you do if it was your child on the receiving end of what they're alleging here, right? Obviously, it's not something that's going to contribute to the well-being of a child. So my goodness, like, how could you argue otherwise, right? Now, should you take the law into your own hands, and should you try to chase the guy down, try to shoot him, while in a high-speed chase, especially with those other people in the truck who had nothing to do with what this guy did? That's another thing to be said. So I understand that in this instance, the best case scenario for Cain was probably a super, light sentence, which was, from what I understand, when the judge was reading the sentence to Cain, and I saw this on the Ariel show, shout out to Ariel, the judge was teary-eyed reading this to Cain, reading the sentencing to him, right? So he was given the lightest sentencing that he could have. Now, there has been records of something similar happening in Texas like this. However, it was a rancher, and he caught someone else doing something to his daughter, and that person is no longer with us, right? And in Texas, it's a little bit different. So the rancher didn't serve any time. So given that where this took place was in California, it's a little bit different, right? So could that have played a role in it? What do you guys think? Comment down below if you think that it being in Cali played a role in the sentencing. But it seems like a lot of fighters, it seems like a lot of people in the media, it seems like everybody that's close to Cain, everybody feels the same, including the judge that read his sentencing with the tear-eyed, felt like this sentence is still a little harsh, right? Still a little harsh. It at least in my opinion, I still think is a little harsh. You guys, let me know what you guys think down below. There's going to be information that's going to be coming up. It's going to be relevant to this. Now, lastly, if you guys stay till the end, I got a secret here for you guys. I heard through a friend of mine that even though sentencing's in place, and even though Cain's been put into his attire and he's on his way to where he's going to serve his time right now, I heard that because of the connection that Dana White has had with our president, Donald Trump, that maybe he will be able to make a call and see if Donald Trump can pardon Cain, right? This might be taking place tomorrow or the next couple of days, because obviously Donald Trump has an amazing connection with Dana White, and they're both good buddies with each other. Donald Trump has showed up at several UFCs. He's a big fan of the UFC. So this might be something where Dana White might be able to knock on that door or knock on that friendship and say, hey, you know what? Help me out a little bit, especially because Dana White also is, a big proponent of Cain Velasquez, right? So you guys let me know what you guys think down below. Let me know if you guys think the president's going to pardon him. Let me know if you think the sentence was rough. This is an open discussion. We're going to go back and forth on it. So comment down below. And I'll tell you guys what, I'll make a response video to the comment with the most likes, and we'll go from there, okay? So, yeah, comment down below. Don't forget to like and sub, guys. I appreciate every single one of you guys, and I'll see y'all next time. Later.